Hey guys, meteorologist Lindsey Slater here. It is Monday, and I don't know about you guys, but it does kind of have a fall-esque feeling to it, or a taste of fall. We are only 28 days away from fall, and I believe I have countdowns on my phone, so I'm definitely going to be tapping in on this. 67 days until Halloween. Yes, 67 days till Halloween, and 28 until fall, so we're getting there. We are definitely cooler this week. If you look towards the top of your screen right here, I have temperatures. They're in the 60s. We go to 70s. We get a cold front actually on Thursday. That's going to dip us back down to the 60s for a few days. And then we go back up to those 70s as we head into the middle of next week. Now, normally this time of the year, we're sitting at about 79 to 80 degrees. So we are definitely a good 15 degrees, maybe 12 degrees below average. Temperature wise, if you notice on the right hand of your screen, these are dew points, which are low. They do go up, but if you notice the up, that's about 57. That's still really, really good. A lot of sunshine going on this week. My solar is going to be happy for once. And I don't really see any big rain chances. The next chance of rain I'm looking at is Thursday, and it's like a tenth of an inch. It is like the most meager cold front on the way. Doesn't have much in the way of energy. As you can see, there's a bump of energy of 250 joules per kilogram when it comes to CAPE. So I would say this is such a small chance of anything crazy going on. In fact, our trend keeps us in a below average trend for at least until the first week of school, which might be great because a lot of classrooms do not have air conditioning. So it'd be nice for kids to start off school and not worrying about, you know, their lunches sweating, them sweating, being uncomfortable in class, and also below average precip as well, which we could use. We could use a little bit of a break from that precip. Looking at the 8 to 14 day outlook, whoops, wrong one. I want to go to the CPC version. You can see we still have this below average section that's encompassing much of the Great Plains and Central Plains as well. And we have near normal precip. So I don't just like to use other people's interpretation of what's going on with the weather. So I like to look at the weather models myself, and it really does showcase exactly what the CPC is expecting. This is a look at the European weather model that shows, again, we have this trough that is over much of the Great Lakes, and that is going to help keep us below average. There is a little bit of an uptick there going into September 1st, so Labor Day looks pretty good. And then we kind of go back into below average territory with another swing trough right there as we go into cooler than average conditions for that first week of the month. And then you can see some warming going on the East Coast, warming on the West Coast there. This almost resembles an omega block pattern, or actually a backwards omega block. So I think that's a Rex block. No, Rex blocks are, hang on. It'll come to me. um, jet stream patterns. Hang on. We're going to do a little Google. Not a Rex block. A Rex block is when you have one on one side and low on the other. So let's take a peek at the one I'm trying to find. Basic wave patterns. I don't know if that's the one I'm looking for. I know there's omega blocks. We have Rex blocks as well. So we do have a pattern when you have, higher heights in the west, higher heights in the east, and a drop in the middle. Let's see, open waves, positively tilted troughs. Okay, zonal flow. I taught you guys all about that. Cutoff lows. Blocking highs. Not really a blocking high. Okay, it is. Nope, it's the backwards of an omega block. It's not the Rex block either. So it's basically an upside down omega block. That's what it kind of is looking like at this point. But so yeah, that's fun to look at. I got the rest of those right. Also keeping a very close eye on the tropics right now. We have Tropical Storm Ferdinand. That one honestly is going to remain a fish storm, which means it stays out in the ocean areas, not really impacting many, except for maybe some dangerous rip currents and waves, maybe near Newfoundland. But otherwise, I don't see any huge issues with this one when it comes to U.S. impacts. Maybe up here you'd get some of that. But we're good to go on the hurricanes, which is great, especially with the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina coming up. I don't know if you guys have seen some documentaries, but man, I remember living through that time and not realizing the full scope of what was going on down there until I saw the humanitarian effort that went on there. It's just incredible. As far as we are concerned, I don't even think I want to show you guys anything in regards to, I'll just go ahead and show you the GFS, to showcase that Thursday system. Like I said, it's such a meager system that comes through. And you'll notice we're predominantly under these northwesterly winds for a lot of the week until about Wednesday night. That's our cold front right here. There's not really a whole lot going on with it. So we are looking good to go this week. We are definitely below average temperature wise. As you can see, temperatures in the, low 70s. We have 60s for highs. So it is a pretty good fall-like pattern. And I hope you guys can get a chance to enjoy it, get all that stuff ready for kids to go back to school. And you guys have a great Monday. I will see you tomorrow.